If you're anything like me, well then eating is an important and a pretty great part of your day. But knowing the best path for our dietary needs and feeling good about the choices we make when it comes to food, that's not always that easy. So to help you navigate your own nutritional travels, registered dietitian CORA LOOMIS is with us today. And she's here to talk about an upcoming workshop which is called Ditching the Diet Culture. And she's also going to be talking about a series of upcoming meetings. It's actually a support group all around intuitive eating. My name is Ed Humphrey. This is About Townshippers. Let's jump in. Well, hi, Cora, and welcome back to About Townshippers.
Hello.
Hey, Cora, I've got a really big list here. The Mediterranean diet, the volumetrics diet, the flexitarian diet, Noom, the Nordic, the Atkins, keto, Weight Watchers, the Mayo Clinic, Nutrisystem, paleo, keto. This list is scaringly long. So obviously we're in kind of this diet culture dilemma. And you have a workshop coming up on February 2nd that kind of takes all that into consideration. What can you tell us about this workshop?
The title of the workshop is Ditching Diet Culture, and the list that you just named off, honestly, there's some that I haven't even thought about or heard about in a long time, so I think that's really fun. And fun is maybe not the appropriate word. The Ditching Diet Culture is a workshop that I hope will help inspire people to say bye to diet culture. And what I love, Ed, is that you've mentioned these diets, but diet culture goes further than diets. So there are these diets that have plans and programs and things to eat and things not to eat and quantities and things to be careful about and all of the details. But diet culture actually runs deeper than that. Diet culture, you don't have to be doing a diet to be part of diet culture, and honestly it affects everyone, every single person I know, every single person I've met, myself included. It's something that we're all just kind of swimming in since we were born, and hopefully during the workshop I'll help people understand better what diet culture looks like in the day-to-day, how it affects our mental health and our physical health, and obviously true to my workshop style, I'm offering a whole pile of ideas to move away from diet culture and move towards food freedom, body acceptance, and something a lot more fun and just kind of durable long term.
And you mentioned your style. I mean, it's a very interactive kind of cooperative style. Hey, when you present these workshops.
Yes, exactly. I always ask loads of questions and want lots of questions asked to me. I also try to ask questions that are kind of more personal that people don't necessarily have to share, but that kind of can think about, and every single workshop that I offer definitely very hands-on, very practical. What can you take home? What can you start doing now? Ideas for making changes that'll make a difference in quality of life. Honestly, that's what it comes down to when we're talking about ditching diet culture. It's taking back a certain quality of life that is lost when we're wrapped up in controlling, calculating, and feeling just overall bad about what we're eating or what we look like.
I think I'm going to sign up for that. I've been trying the keto for the last couple of months, but I tell you, it is tough. It's tough because I miss my rice. I miss my pasta. Anyways, we can talk about that at another time. So really quickly now, because there's another set of workshops that we want to talk about as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this virtual workshop is on Zoom, and it'll be on Wednesday, February 2nd. Is that right?
Yes, Ditching Diet Culture, Wednesday, February 2nd at noon to 1. And one of the features that I really like is if you want to sign up and you can't actually make it, everyone who signs up will get the recorded version. Of course, it's more fun in person, virtually in person, because we can interact. Okay. But there's the recording that's available for a limited amount of time for when you sign up. And then, like you just said, there's another series of workshops, or it's actually a support group that I'm offering through Esprit, that I'm going to talk about in more detail. But if this workshop kind of sparks some interest, and anybody's looking for more support, it's 5 weeks dive into intuitive eating with Esprit, also online, and those will be Monday nights from 7 to 8:30. In a small-ish group. It's max 10 people. It depends on how many people sign up. And that's starting in March.
March 7th to April 4th, I believe, right? And I can see there's a bit of a link between those two events because if I'm not, intuitive eating, that's one of your fortes or talking about it at least, and it's closely linked to ditching the diet culture as well, right?
Yep, absolutely. Intuitive eating, just really briefly, is actually an approach with 10 principles that was created by two dietitians back in 1995. They wrote a book, they've updated it, they're at their 4th version, but it's an approach to eating with 10 principles. And the first principle is actually ditching the diet mentality. So ditching diet culture is very much like the first step in moving towards something that looks like intuitive eating. And intuitive eating, if I can, just add that here, is so much more than just, eating whatever you want and not caring about what you eat. Intuitive eating is an approach that is all about curiosity, about respect, and about long-term global health. So yes, there's a lot more freedom, like food freedom is definitely a part of it, but there's a lot of curiosity and respect about your appetite and what foods make your body feel good and what foods your body needs. Like you can have diabetes and still be an intuitive eater. It's just because choosing to eat or not eat certain foods in order for your body to function okay or to not go haywire, that's respectful to your body instead of restricting or choosing to eat something or not in order to look a certain way or in order to perform health, if you want.
Okay.
So yeah,
intuitive
eating is it's a really awesome approach, and I'm very looking forward to giving that a series of workshops / support group.
Well, CORA LOOMIS, you are a registered dietitian and you're a facilitator and you host workshops and trainings. And so the first one we talked about is a virtual workshop coming up on Wednesday, February 2nd from 12 noon to 1 p.m. It's called Ditching Diet Culture. And then you're going to be facilitating 6 weeks of at Arimagistri, 6 weeks on intuitive eating, right?
Exactly. It's actually 5 weeks. It's actually 5 weeks, but yeah, 5 weeks on intuitive eating with Arimagistri, and the timing of it is just particularly perfect.
Great. Well, thanks for popping in, and we'll get the word out, and then hopefully we'll see you on hopefully I'll be there on February 2nd.
I'll definitely be there.
You'll be there for sure. You have to be there on February 2nd, and also for the workshops on Arimagistri. So, CORA LOOMIS, you take care.
Thank you. You too, Ed.
Bye-bye. And there you have it. Now, if you'd like to get some more information about, or if you'd like to register for the February 2nd workshop called Ditching the Diet Culture, or if you'd like to take part in the support group and the meetings all around nutrition and intuitive eating, and both those activities are with CORA LOOMIS, well, as usual, you just have to check down or take a gander right down here in the video notes. All the registration information is there. Thanks for being with us today. My name is Ed Humphrey, and we'll see you next time for a brand new episode of About Townshippers. Take care.